Yeah. How'd you get into it?
Well, like I said, I seen a race and my brother pretty much just like, oh, we got to get one. I was like, oh, I don't know about this. I seen it going around. I'm like, I don't know, I'd have to have a go because I wasn't super big on boats. I mean, I'm a bit more of a car person, as you know, but he did the same thing. Went and bought one, and I think it was an old Caesar at the time, and we jumped in. He's like, come for a fang, at the local beach.
Is your brother older or younger?
He's older, yeah, he's older. He's 32, I think.
32. How old are you?
I'm 27 on Sunday.
Okay, 5 years older.
Yeah,
that's quite a big advantage. I mean, quite a big age break, just like my sister and I.
yeah. So
now let me pause you there. So, do you still race? Are they AMCAs?
Yeah.
You still race?
Yeah, I just recently got back into that one too.
Right, and they still got 253 Holden motors, or is that class?
Yeah, they do, but they've opened it up a bit now. I think the old 253s are getting a bit scarce, so they've invented the 602 crate motor, the Chev. So
wow,
they're allowed to run those now with sealed engine again.
Okay, and is that a better motor?
More reliable, yeah. It's
right, but the same sort of CC or
yeah, they're pretty well a standard motor. So they're not putting out nearly as much horsepower as the 253s because they're putting out a horsepower per cube, whereas the 350s aren't. Relatively standard, whereas you've got a 253 that's got a bit of work in that.
Okay. And actually, did you know Corey Semenovich?
I do.
Did he race one of your cars?
He did. He did. He jumped in after I was done.
I was putting it all together. Like I remember years and years ago, maybe 8 years ago. Actually, I was commentating the World Series sprint car race.
Yeah, you used to buzz around on your little 50 in the pits.
Yeah. But I remember just before doing that, Corey said, "I'm racing a AM car."
Yeah,
and which I couldn't believe because Currumbin, there's no speedway cars anywhere. There was that car.
Yeah,
which I couldn't believe. Guys, Newman brother, had in his backyard for a little while. Even dropped round to see it. So did you ask him to drive it?
No, I didn't actually own that car. I was driving for someone myself, and I forget what happened with that one. It was the first car I drove, so I got offered another drive in a more newer car, and that one became available. And Corey said, do you mind if I step in it and go for a buzz? I said, "Man, I'm not cutting my grass, mate. Go for it."
Excellent.
So yeah,
it's a crying shame that. Did you ever go race at Parramatta?
I did. I have once. Yeah.
Right. Well, that's more like a real track. Like Archfield's tough to pass, especially for an AMCA. There's like long straights and tight corners.
Yeah.
Lismore's a little bull ring.
Yeah.
We don't really, maybe have you raced Toowoomba?
I have, yeah. Since the
recently, since the change,
the speed bowl, yeah.
Well, that's a bit better.
Yeah, it's good fun up there. I love it. The high banks and that.
But have you been to the States and seen?
I'd love to go.
Yeah.
Only video clips for me, but I'd love to get over there.
Well, the interesting thing about Speedway in America is like it's junior NASCAR, so all their tracks are generally bigger. So you get a car like AMCAs, which are all just like Thundercats, I bet. They're similar power. It's just down to the little things, you're not running super tyres or anything like that.
No.
But the track is what makes the racer. So you get a good high-speed track where you can pass like Parramatta.
Yeah.
Well, down south, there's loads more of those things, like Warrnambool and Kwinana over in Perth.
Yeah.
It's just a crying shame in our area that we don't have a big-ass track like some of that stuff. So
nothing local around here, really, on the Gold Coast.
Nothing. And then, therefore, there's no industry.
Yeah.
So you've got Rob Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Formerly from, what was his band?
Matchbox 20.
Matchbox 20, who has to open a Thundercat shop. There's an industry.
Well, probably 20 years ago, it was massive in Queensland. There was probably 30 boats racing. There could have been, up to 30 competitors. And it was massive. It was huge in Australia.
You want this one? Oh, no, it's downstairs, man.
He's going to
piss in the corner. It's just over there on that drum kit that I don't own. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, so it was a lot bigger in Australia. Rob, he was running it at the time. He started up the Brisbane Coast Thundercat Club. and they were racing out the front of Palm Beach Surf Club, and they had a big
How
following.
long ago? Sorry, missed it.
It'd probably at least be 20 years ago.
Okay.
And that was big, you know. There's a few instances where I think some people were cheating engines, but good racers, you know, good people who were really competitive. They were cheating engines, they were changing the stroke.
Let me guess, everyone else gets fed up. And
and they were always winning. And I think Warren Young, Surf Living Australia, they came into it and they really started cracking down on it. A lot of factors, you know, the bathing, you know, what do they call it? The bathing sort of arena. You know, all this.
Okay. You have to be within certain.
You can't be within 400 metres of the bank. All that sort of stuff came in, and it just really.
The licensing change, wasn't it? PB, personal watercraft.
Yeah,
the rules. I remember that time. Yep.
And it just put a massive dampener on the industry, I think, and it just dropped in the arse. And so we got segregated up to the spit. So we're racing just on the opposite side of Seaworld. Yep. In the surf there, and it's a dog beach up there, you know, and
hard to get to as a viewer.
It is, and it's just, you know, there's no sort of surf clubs or any sort of building. It's just, you know, big stretch of beach. And
if you were to go and stand on the sand pumping bridge there, is it still a bit of a good view?
That would be probably a K north of where we race. No.
What a crying shame.
Yeah,
it's got to change.
Well, that's the thing we've been trying to do, and you know, I'd like to say that me and Nathan are a different breed of racers come through. You know, we follow the laws, you know, to a certain degree. When we go and practice racing or we want to have a bit of a muck around, we'll either go up South Stratty, where you're out of the bathing reserve, or we might go down to Fingal, somewhere where there's no people, no surfers, no one to disrupt, and that's where we'll play around. But it's that 10%, as I said, you know, that come in and wreck it for the rest of us. They're the ones who get put on the front page of the bulletin playing up and all that sort of stuff that ruins it for us who actually just want to get out there, race and have fun.
Well, but that's interesting because who would they ruin it for then? I'm not asking you, but I'm just wondering. Yeah, sure, they end up in the bulletin, but that's just sensational media stuff.
Yeah.
Just like when there used to be car enthusiasts.
Yeah.
Oh, they fucking killed that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Can you see anyone driving around in a nice car, in a hotted up car anymore? It's all worldwide. It's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one puts spoilers on their cars anymore. Why would you?
Yeah.
Waste your time. But so I'm thinking. Okay, if I was at the Tugun Surf Club, and I'm in a band. Look, this Titanic stuff. That's a band. They pay us, $1,000 to play there so they can sell some beer.
Yeah.
Right? Surely and that's all they care about.
Yeah.
They've got to pay the bills. So surely that's all it would take is to go.
That's it.
And I'm sure they wouldn't care who's doing wheel stands in the Nerang River because that, if anything, that's better. For them.
But I don't really want to go naming names too much. But it comes back to Warren Young, Surf Life Savings.
You just did.
Yeah. But that's the thing that's holding us back, the big thing. And if we could, with where we race, what we do, the way we set it up, it's there's no surfers or swimmers. We bunt it all off. Right. Most people come out of the surf with their board up and come and watch us for half an hour, just to see what we do.
Yeah.
And that sort of stuff. If we can just get one sort of event, I think we could try and kick it off from there. And sort of get the club and get things right. Because we know there's the people out there that want to race. Yep. And it's just a matter of getting there.
Me personally, if I saw jet ski races, jet ski dudes probably have races, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. But if I saw some dude clowning around too close to swimmers, I wouldn't think he's a racer. I just think he's a dickhead. Same with I saw someone in a Thundercat, doing something dangerous. You'd have to be a bit of an idiot yourself to blame all the Thundercat drivers on the coast,
Yeah.
So there's ways around this.
Yeah.
It's all related to industry. I'm not a political dude at all. But, some dude like Tom Tate, I'm sure he actually likes a bit of industry talk. Look, man, hey, we get something like this going. We are water. We are it's a marine town.
Yeah, you're not on land.
No, we could be selling more boat motors here. We could be selling more boats, and there could be a couple of yarns doing props. Sounds like I need to get in this gear. Actually, need to get a file out. But no, actually, I forgot to ask a question. Is Thundercat a brand? Is there a few people making that shape? Or?
I think there is a Thundercat is a brand of a hull of boat. I haven't seen one in years. I think maybe in the 90s it was a bigger deal, but since then there's a lot of different makes that have taken over and better quality boats and outdone the Thundercat brand.
All right, so Robert, where does he work?
Thundercat Inflatables in Burleigh.
So he sells a couple of selections, perhaps.
He just does the IRBs. So the guys that actually import the race boats, they come from South Africa. That's John up at Neptune Marine. He gets the Infanta hulls. Infanta? Yeah, that's what they're called. That seems to be the go. I mean, they're pretty proven. They've won the Transnagalis, I think, 3 or 4 years in a row. They're proven hulls, so most guys go for that one. But there is other options out there. There's Aquarius and Caesar as well, so a couple of different hulls out there. Okay. Prediction. Putting it out to you guys. You two. So you're a crewie? Yep. Nathan? Yep. Jay? Driver. Yep. Next year, you guys go with a boat to South Africa and do that race.
I'd love to do that. That's probably, like with you with Speedway and going to the States, that's sort of like my epitome.
What will happen, because like every driver that I knew that raced in the States, they come back, for a start, they just win. Like everyone else looks at them like they're authorities. Oh my God, you've seen that? What did you see? Oh my God. But it plants a seed within you guys. It might cost you, $3,000, $5,000 or something each.
It'd be something where we'd probably have to look at buying a boat over there, taking our gear.
Which wouldn't be hard.
And probably trying to sell it again at the end of the race. And it's something I've thought about. And
even renting a boat.
Yeah, well, I'm sure if we got in touch with the people in Infanta and tried to work up a deal, something there could happen.
Yeah. And so you'll come back and it'll be such a huge thing all right, take your brothers, whatever. 2 boats.
I reckon it'd be a good gig going over there. It'd be cool fun.
Of course it would be. And you'd come back and you'd actually build... That's the way the series would build, because just like sprint cars, it's basically an American thing. Yeah. So you got to hang on to that stuff, which means you'll go over there, which means a couple of South Africans will come over for your big race. Yeah. And that's where it really starts and cements, which has probably been happening. Like you said before, it was probably bigger, and now it's returning thanks to your series. Yeah, the guys from New Zealand, because it's pretty big over there as well. Like they have a club like us, and I don't know how many members they have over there, but in recent years they've come over just for our Coolum event, and they had 1 year there. I think they had 5 or 6 teams. So wow, it ended up being 15, 16 boats on the grid. It's nice, pretty hectic. It's good fun. Wow. Did they stay? They bloody always stay. They live in Coomera now. No. Sorry. They run a mark. They got on the turfs and whatnot. Yeah, good on them. They threw a boat in a pool actually up there in one of the complexes. Oh, really? Yeah, they're running a mark. But they never beat any of the Aussies anyway. We all ended up on top. So good. Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It sounds fun. Like you got to have goals. Yeah. What's a better goal than... Actually, no, okay, South Africa. Tell me what it's like, because, I surf all the time. Yeah. I've never seen a shark. Touch some wood here. But, so, I'm always looking at the shark net buoys. Yeah. I know nothing about it out there, to be honest. I've gone probably offshore in my old man's boat 10 years ago, twice, my whole life. So what do the things you do scare off anything? Have you ever seen anything? Or I guess the noise of the prop and that and the exhaust in the water would scare away wildlife, like animals and that, dolphins. But in saying that, we've been buzzing along, and then all of a sudden a dolphin will pop up, sort of 30 metres to your left or your right, and okay, see what's going on. Yeah, we shut the engines off and just bob around, watch them go past. It's for me pretty peaceful. My boat, what I use it for more than what I would for racing. I go fishing, and my brother, he's an unreal free diver, spearfisher,
And I use my boat more fishing and spearing, out around Cook Island than probably what I do racing.
Cook Island, where's that?
That's off Tweed, off Fingal, the little
All right,
islands.
that island there.
Yeah.
Right. What do you see out there?
Oh, turtles are the main thing. It's more of like a they call it like a cleaning reserve for turtles. So they come around and they clean